What is up, comic book fans? Welcome to Nerdy Geeks Comics. I am Nerdy Geek. I hope you had a fantastic week. Today is Friday, July the 31st, I think. I don't know. It's been a long week. This is my final order cutoff video, or Don't Get Fucked. I have a really great list for you this week. Let's go ahead and get to it. Okay, so like I said, this is my final order cutoff for this coming Monday, August the 3rd, 2026. So if you see something on here that you like and you don't already have on your FOC, go to your LCS, email your LCS, message your LCS, or put in your order with whatever online retailer you buy from. Let's make this as cheap as possible because this is a very expensive hobby. Let's go ahead and get to it. So, to start us off, I have Absolute Wonder Woman. This is issue number 23. This is cover A by Hayden Sherman, and we're having a new storyline, as you can see on the top right there, and we're having the introduction to the Absolute Ares. Absolute Ares is coming out. We already met Hades. So, a really great cover right here. I am looking forward to seeing, Ares and what Ares can do with this. I'm still enjoying Absolute Wonder Woman, although I will admit the last 2 or 3 issues have kind of been a little slow. The last one was a little better. 22 wasn't bad. All right, here we have Alien vs. X-Men issue number 1. This cover is the Alan Quah poster homage, so of course, this is the homage to the famous Alien poster. If I could ever find an original copy in great condition of that original Aliens poster, I would absolutely love to pick that up. And if I could get the queen of sci-fi, Sigourney Weaver, to autograph that, even better. I better get on it because I don't know how much longer we're going to have Sigourney Weaver with us. I mean, she seems to be taking care of herself, but still, there's a lot of celebrities I'm like, I'll get their autograph later, and then I no longer have the ability to do it. So I better get to it. Sorry for making this go down. I lost my co-host today. They decided to have an all-night bender, and they couldn't make it into work. So you know what? Jim, this is for you. Bruce, you're fired. All right, let's keep going. Here we have Capes. Issue number 10. This is cover D by Ito. All of you know by now, if you've been watching me for a while, if there's an Ito cover, whether it's a ratio or an open order cover, which we've been very lucky to have lately, I am picking all of those up. So a great cover by Ito. He's been on a little run with Capes. I know he's done maybe 2 or 3 issues so far, and I think he has at least 1 or 2 more. I'm definitely picking it up. All right, here we have Captain America, issue number 15. This cover is done by, I don't know if I can say that. I'm going to say Scan. Let's see.
2 hours later.
Srisruwan. I gave it a shot, guys. Hopefully I did somewhat justice. If you're not reading Captain America, this is one of the better books that Marvel is actually putting out. It's been a great series. I've enjoyed it since issue 1. I'm not completely caught up right now, but it has been a great series. And the people that I talk to who are reading it all still love it. So there's a few different covers on this one. This one was my favorite. If it's not your favorite, go see what else they have. Maybe you can pick out whatever you want. Or you can always just do the reliable cover A pickup. All right. Here we have Club Nephilim, issue number 2. This is cover B by Ignacio Noah. A really nice cover right here. So I did pick up number 1. It was okay. I mean, the story was interesting. It was kind of they were telling a lot of, they were giving us a lot of information in that first story, a lot of background information like before the story started. So it was a little convoluted, if that's the right word to use. I did enjoy it. I feel like it could be a decent series. Here we have issue number 2. The covers on this series were fantastic. I'm actually picking up all the covers for issue number 2, and I picked up all the covers for issue number 1, but I'm just going to show you this one and this cover. This is cover D, which is the 1 in 10 by Andrew Tarasov. Now, I don't know if this is going to be as hot as issue number 1, because issue number 1 had a 1 in 10 by Andrew Tarasov that just exploded. Like when I first picked it up, I think I got it for like $12 or $10. Since I did pick it up from my LCS, I saw it in hand and it was beautiful. I mean, this was a gorgeous cover, not just the artwork, but the way they designed it. It was a really fantastic cover. Like the characters were kind of glossy, but the background was a matte blue and it just looked fantastic. So I went online and I made sure I picked up 2 more copies, or 3 more. I don't know if I have 2. I don't know if I got an extra 2 or 3, because it was such a great cover. And since I was able to see it in hand, I think that makes the difference. So I picked up a couple more copies for like $15 and $20. Not bad. Then it just exploded on eBay. Like it started going from 20 to 25 to 35 to 50 to 70. Then people were asking for like $200 for it. I don't think any actually sold for $200. I don't think any sold for $150. I think I may have seen a couple sell for about $100 though, and some for like $80, $90. It's been coming back down to about $50, but I don't know if this is going to be the same thing. I'm going to pick it up, but again, I just thought that cover was gorgeous. The artwork was fantastic, but just the way they put it together, they did a fantastic job on designing that. So I'm definitely going to pick this one up. Okay, here we have Corpse Night, issue number 5. This is cover E, which is the 1 in 50 by Steve Beach. This is a fantastic cover. I mean, I don't think I'm going to be able to pick this up because my LCS already told me that despite the fact that this is selling decent, it is not selling where they can get a 1 in 50. They said a 1 in 25 they can probably do, but a 1 in 50 is really pushing it. I love this cover. I don't know if I want to pick up 25 copies just to make sure I can get one. So I'm probably going to miss out on it. But I wanted y'all to know that this was out there. And if you're at one of those LCSs that is able to pick up, those 1 in 50s and 1 in 100s pretty easily, it might be a book you want to pick up, because to me, this is gorgeous. All right, here we have Denver, issue number 1. This is cover E by Dan Panosian. So I think this is one of those post-apocalyptic stories where the ice caps have flooded and the city of Denver is one of the few cities that is still around because, of course, it's over a mile up in the mountains. So that's all I really know. And I'm not even sure if that was the case because I just read the synopsis really quick. Maybe I'm making that up in my head. I don't know. I don't do a lot of research right before I record. So as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to make my FOC for next week as soon as I'm done posting this. So that's how far in advance I make these. So that's why I don't always remember what the synopsis are. I should probably start being a professional and reading these right before I do it. But unfortunately, I lost my partner. He's been fired. So we'll see if I let him come back next week. We'll find out. But anyways, this is a fantastic cover by Dan Panosian. And I'm also picking up the Virgin variant, which is cover F. Just beautiful artwork right here by Dan Panosian. All right, here we have Dog Tag, issue number 4. This cover was done by PJ Holden, who has done all of the covers so far. I am still enjoying this series. I've enjoyed 1 through 3. I thought they were all great reads. Again, this is if you're a history buff, specifically World War II. It's a fun, entertaining read, but again, it is not your gritty, action-packed army, military story, war story. This is more nuanced with, small battles or small things that happen in history that help the war out, or just maybe one soldier's story about something he had to do or go through during the war. I'm really enjoying it. My buddy Matt from Heroes for Hire Comic Club, he has been really enjoying it. But we're both, World War II and military buffs in general. So if that sounds good to you, pick these up. They're good reads. Okay, here we have the Forever Home, issue number 1. This is cover A by Christian Ward. So this one is another post-apocalyptic story. If you don't know yet and you're new to my channel, I love my indie books, specifically the more post-apocalyptic horror type books are really my vibe. I do love superheroes. I do love DC. I love Marvel, but not Marvel lately. I'm only reading like maybe 2 or 3 books continuously in Marvel right now, but DC I actually pick up a lot. But indie books, that's where I love to spend my time reading. So this is the world has ended or is ending. This family builds this house, which is to protect them up in, I don't know if it's in the mountains, but I know it's in the forest. And as the world is ending, they're safe in their house. They have robot servants. They have a lot of automated systems that keeps them safe. And somehow they've created some type of time bubble. So for every 20 minutes that passes in the house, 1 year passes outside of the house. So that sounds pretty interesting. I'm curious to see how that's going to work. But also, apparently something that accidentally gets out of the house wants back in, and that's where the trouble starts. So that sounds pretty interesting to me. I'm going to pick up issue number 1. We'll see how it goes from there. Okay. If you've been watching, again, you know I have been talking about Ghost Pepper since issue number 1. I love this series. It's a fantastic series. It's had a ton of great covers. And here we are at issue number 14, which shocks me. I really thought Ghost Pepper was going to be maybe a 6-issue miniseries or maybe a 12-issue maxi series. But here we are at issue 14. And there's also 15 already up, being solicited. So we're continuing with the story, which I'm fine with. I'm loving it still. It's still a fantastic read. All the characters I really like. And here we have another fantastic open order cover by Ito. Now, I want to say for issue number 3 or 2, I'm not sure. It's been a while. Ito did a 1 in 50 cover that I actually missed out on. I had it on my FOC, but I was listening to other people talk about what I should and shouldn't collect, and I dropped it because I'm like, yeah, it's just a ratio that I can save money on. Well, that book has been selling consistently for about $125 to $180 for over a year now. So I would really love to pick that cover up. I missed out. Here we have an open order cover by Ito. I don't think it's going to get anywhere near that price range, but it's still an Ito cover. We have Loloi right here. A great series. I'm picking it up. And I'm also picking up this fantastic cover. This is cover D. It's a 1 in 25 ratio by Ben Oliver. Ben Oliver has been doing some work, I want to say recently, but it's been a while now that he's been doing fantastic work, specifically of like just faces or portraits of characters. And we have a fantastic one of Loloi right here. Really fantastic cover. This is one I'm going to try and pick up a couple of copies because I really love the look of the artwork on this one. All right, here we have Halloween Trick or Read 2026, Spidey and his amazing friends. So we have Simbi joining Spidey and his amazing friends right here. And I believe this is a, Free Comic Book Day or Comic Shop Day. I don't know what all the names are. I know there's Free Comic Book Day, and I think there's Comic Book Shop Day or something. I forget. I'm dyslexic. Remembering how these things work sometimes is hard. But I think this is a free issue because League of Comic Geeks shows $0 for the cost of this. So this may be one of those free issues. So you know what? Put it on your pre-order list. Go pick it up. Buy some comics from your LCS and then give it to your kids or your nieces or nephews, or some little guy or little girl who's interested in comics. Of course, we have Spidey, we have Mary Jane, or not Mary Jane, we have Gwen Stacy, and we have Miles right here, and then now we have Simbi joining it. I mean, I would think they would love it, especially if it comes out close to Halloween. It's a Halloween book. Give it a shot. We need to get more new readers into this. Okay, here we have Hammerfist, issue number 1. This is cover A by Steve Epting. Really nice cover right here. So I don't remember a lot about it. I do know that a Ashcan came out last week, not this week, last week. Wasn't the most highly sought after. That was that other one, Chinkata or something like that. That one's the one that just exploded and everybody's picking up. But I'm still gonna give this one a shot. As I said before, if it's an indie series, I'm probably gonna give it a shot, at least 1 or 2 issues. I love to support my indie comic books, and to me, outside of the Absolute Universe, that is where our best reads are. I will also be picking up this cover E by Dan Panosian. A really fantastic cover by Dan Panosian right here. I'm a big Dan Panosian fan, and I'm definitely going to be picking this one up. Okay, he got me. He got me, guys. He got me. I know I haven't been really big on Mark Spears lately, but these black and white covers that he's putting out for Monsters look fantastic. This is cover A, a really great cover. Here we have cover B, which is The Bride, which is the book that just exploded and put him on the map, and then everything of his monsters just got huge. Here we have cover C. It's an all right cover. It's nice. I think I'm pretty sure this was an actual. I think all of these were actual covers, but I want to say this one was probably better in color. But still, I do like the splash of red from the blood on their mouths. Here we have cover D, the Slayer, my favorite character in the Monster series. The Slayer just has a fantastic look. I really love it. The Slayer, of course, it reminds me of all those different, what is it? Buffy was the Slayer, and then the Doom guy was called the Slayer. So I love it whenever somebody's just called the Slayer. It's fun. But there's also a cover F, which is a 1 in 100 metal variant of this cover. I'm hoping that this might be pre-ordered well enough where I can pick that up for my LCS. We'll find out, but it would be a fantastic cover to have. And here we have cover E, which is the 1 in 25 of Dracula. So, like I said, Spears got me. Put all these in black and white with a splash of red on it. I love it. I love the way they look. Great job, Mark Spears, and he got me. I'm going to be picking up all of these if I can. Next, we have Poison Ivy, issue number 47. This is cover C by Nubovic. I've been picking up all of Nubovic's Ivy covers since he first started. They're still fantastic covers, and I believe Ivy must be one of his favorite characters to draw because he just continues to put out great cover after great cover. So this is the only DC book on my list that doesn't have a trade dress yet. So usually by Friday, DC has all their trade dresses up on their comics. That's how you know they're coming out. This one doesn't have it. So I don't know if it will be delayed, but I'm just letting you know this has the potential to be delayed because there's no trade dress on any of the covers for Poison Ivy yet. All right, here we have Spider-Woman 50th anniversary special, issue number 1. There's a few different covers. I want to say 3 or 4. This is the Rose Besh Spider-Woman cover. I am a big fan of Rose Besh. I think this artwork is fantastic, and this is the one that I will specifically be picking up. All right, for all my fellow Trekkies out there, here we have Red Shirts, Ghosts of the 21st Century, issue number 2. This is the main cover, cover A by Chris Sheehan, who did all the main covers for the original Red Shirt series that came out, which if you haven't read, fantastic series. Like I know, I'm a Trekkie. I was literally watching Star Trek Strange New Worlds last night. And I will admit, Star Trek does not have the best reputation when it comes to their comics. They don't have the best stories. They don't always have great artwork. They don't always have great covers. But this Red Shirt series has had fantastic covers. The interior artwork has been okay enough to get us through, but the story has been fantastic. I love the first series. I want to say it was 5 issues. Great series. Here we have the second series. So it's the Ghost of the 21st Century. Issue number 1 continued to be a fantastic story. If you don't want to go back and find the original Red Shirt series, I think you can read this without knowing everything of that happened. They give you a little synopsis, or you get you get enough background where you kind of figure out what happened. But if you read them both, they're both great. So I am going to continue to pick up this series. I keep letting y'all know Red Shirts is a fantastic comic series. I hope y'all start picking it up and give it a shot. Here we have Superman number 41. This is cover B by Mike Choi. So we did have the conclusion of the Superboy Prime storyline, and now we have a new storyline coming out. Superman did not appear in the last issue. It was still just Superboy Prime, but he was recruited by Supergirl. So it looks like they're going to have their own type of adventure. I think it's going to come across maybe Action Comics and Superman and Supergirl. I don't know if it's going to cross something else, but I am picking up Supergirl. I am picking up Superman, and if I have to, I guess I'll have to start picking up Action Comics. Usually I just pick those up for the covers, but not much for the read. Okay, here we have Uncanny X-Men, issue number 35. This cover is done by Kendrick Puka Lim. So this is the other series of Marvel that I am continuously reading. I've read every issue up to 32, I want to say. I will admit, I did start off reading X-Men. I stopped around issue 18 or 19. It was a good series. I just wasn't, the characters in it, like I like Cyclops, I like Psylocke and Magic and Juggernaut and Beast, but it just wasn't enough to keep me interested in coming back. And then again, with this series, I love Rogue, Gambit, Wolverine, Nightcrawler. I really like Jubilee, which I feel like they've made her a lot better in this series. And then even the new characters that were introduced, the Outliers, I have come to really like them. I hope they're not just cannon fodder, because I would really be sad if, 1 or 2 of them actually, died in the series. So this is the one that I've continuously read. I'm still enjoying it. So there you go. Okay. Hey, did I mention how much of a fan I am of Ito? Well, here we have Venom issue number 261, and we have a fantastic cover by Ito right here. You got Mary Jane in some type of tank with the Venom suit all around her. You got Spider-Man on the outside. I don't know, looks like he's worried, like maybe something's going on. A really great cover by Ito right here. I wouldn't be shocked if we saw this come out as a Virgin variant, 1 in 25, in a month or two. But a really fantastic cover by Ito right here. I really love this one. All right, here we have Zatanna, issue number 5. This is cover D by Nimit Malavia. So I read the first 2 issues, 2.5 of, I don't know, I think the first 2. I'll say that because I know that for sure. Of Zatanna, it was okay. I really love Zatanna. I really love the character. I love the look of her, but I actually like her as a character, but they can rarely get a good Zatanna series out that's really an enjoyable read. They all feel very similar. I get it. She's dealing with magic. I get that. But I think written well, and nothing against the writer. I don't know what their restrictions are, who they're allowed and not allowed to use. I don't know any of that. But it wasn't for me. However, one, the covers have been really good. But I heard that issue number 3 was a pretty good read. So maybe I need to go back and read issue number 3. Maybe it starts to pick up and it gets better. The last Zatanna series that I really enjoyed was Bringing Down the House. I thought that was a fantastic series. I loved it. It was a fun read. So hopefully we can get something going. To me, if you're gonna have Zatanna, you got to have Constantine in there. He doesn't have to be in every book, but he needs to show up pretty consistent because I feel like they work together fantastic. Okay, so here we have, sorry, no cover. Someone isn't doing their job. So DC, I'm talking about you. We have the reprints for Absolute Batman, issue number 1 through 20. I don't know what the covers look like because none of the covers are on there. I would like to think that if they were cover A's, they would all be up. So maybe they're going to be doing some original covers that we haven't seen yet. And also they're going to do an Absolute Batman 25 annual number 1. And again, that one has no covers for it. So I just want to let you know. So if you're wanting to pick up Absolute Batman and you haven't picked up, any of them yet, or if you don't like to read digitally and you like to read physical copies, here's your chance to pick them all up at cover price, get caught up with the series, and then just continue on where the rest of us are. I have loved this series, but I will admit, I did not like it from the get-go. Number 1, I did like. It was like, whoa, this is different. This is weird. This is kind of crazy. But issue 2 through 6 was just okay. I'm like, I was getting close to dropping it. Then we hit issue number 7 with Mr. Freeze. Then we hit issue number 9, I believe, with Bane. And from then on, it has just taken off and been a great series. I have loved the read in every issue since that has happened. So I am loving this. So I'm just going to warn you, if you haven't read it yet, the first 6, for me at least, were kind of slow. And then they pick up from Mr. Freeze, and then from Bane on, fantastic storyline. So, everyone's talking about this. Everyone's getting in on Absolute Batman. Yes, there are people who hate it. It's so different than your normal Batman. But the good thing about this series is you don't need to know anything about the last, 80 plus years of Batman to actually know what's going on here. You get a fresh start and you get something different that you're not used to. Because even if you're in pop culture or you grew up watching the animated series, doesn't matter. This is a whole different Batman. So go check it out. Here's your chance to get them at cover price. And then we have Batman. So this is the regular Batman that is in the, the regular universe. And this is issue number 1 through 8. They're doing reprints of. All the covers are available, and they all are cover A's by Jorge Jimenez. So that's what you're going to get with these. That's why I was telling you, I don't think that that Absolute Batman is going to be cover A's because they didn't show any of the covers, and all of these did, and because they just got to cut and paste. So I think we're getting new covers with the Absolute Batman, but don't quote me. That's just what I'm guessing from the context clues I've been given. So this has also been a fantastic read. It has been one of the better selling books. I am enjoying it. It's a good storyline. It's a good read. And Jorge Jimenez has been killing it with the artwork. So if you're not reading this or Absolute, here's your chance to pick them all up at cover price or less, because we're FOC'ing them, so we get those discounts. And that's it. That was my last book. Please hit the like and subscribe. Click the bell for notifications. I am a small but growing channel. Everyone who watches my channel, I appreciate you. Everyone who comes back, hits the like button, hits the hype button, leaves me a comment, gives me some feedback. I love it. I created this just to help my fellow collectors. I don't put every book on here. These are the books that I'm interested in, that I can vouch for, that sound like they're going to be interesting to me. So yes, there's a lot of books that I leave off here, but these are the ones that I'm either reading or I feel like there might be something cool in them. So it is not a complete list. It is my list that I created. So again, thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.